Well, in the following video, I'm just going to do a little bit of work on some crawler hills. It's a short video. I have another one coming after it. I'm just using polystyrene blocks and doing some gluing and just to make some hills for my crawlers on my slotcar track. So if that interests you, I hope you enjoy. If it doesn't interest you, I'll be back with some slotcar stuff pretty soon. And also, just to let you know, I'll have me and Nico are doing our live show on Friday evening. So watch out for that. We'll make sure you're well informed about that as well. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Enjoy this. I'm out the back garden and I'm currently cutting some of this styrofoam. So this is the second level of the new little hill that I'm adding. So I gotta cut at this sort of angle. I have it marked out. Everything here has to go from the bottom and at an angle to the top. I gotta cut off this piece, and then also I gotta put, if you look, I have this drawn here. So I gotta sort of cut this piece at an angle as well, like that sort of an angle. This stuff is already guesswork. Not guesswork, it's marked. But it's a bit of trial and error, and it's only styrofoam. You can add pieces with glue, you can cut away more pieces. So this is the initial cut, offer up, see how it goes. So I'll just show you what I'm up to. So far what I have is this. Okay, this is leading up. This is my way of getting up to this other hill that I already had built. Okay, so what have I done? That's just sitting there ready for gluing. That's the second level. So I've cut some hills here, and I just wanted to get the incline up to here to get up to this hill. So what I've done is I've cut my angles. I've got one of my smaller cars to see if it'll go up that without tipping. Okay, and I reckon, yeah, depending on the route, it'll just about do it, which is what you want. Same thing coming down, turn the car around, put on the steepest incline, and see how much it takes to tip. So I think we're just on the edge of tipping there, which is what you want. You don't want it to be too easy. How I cut this stuff was, as I showed you, I had my knife, which is a normal type of a bread knife or meat knife, I don't know, just a knife. You can use a hacksaw blade, take it out of a hacksaw. Some people use a hot wire to cut it, which was much cleaner than the way I cut it. So I have this second level, okay, so I've cut this to match this bottom level. You can take this off here. Okay, so that's just that. That's where I made my marks for cutting. So I just got my trusty whiteboard marker. Had a solid piece and just sort of cut where I think I need to go. Out to the garden I went and just cut. Had to cut it a few times, come back in and out, testing. I have this slope here because this particular angle, let me show you this angle here. This particular angle is to go around here on the edge of what will be a cliff. So I don't want this here. I don't want this to be level, because then the cars will just slot in there and continue around if they can go onto this. I don't want that, you know, I want it to be difficult. But this is also another route for getting up to this hill. It's a steeper route, so depending on how modified I do my cars, I do alternative routes. This bit here is flat, because at a later stage, you know, I might want to join some other pieces on here and continue down the straight with some other little add-ons. So let me throw this down out of the way. Everything's a big mess, as you can see. When you're working, it's like this. Now, so I cut this to fit over my barrier. Okay, so that's all I've done. I've cut this so that I can, when I want to put my crawler hills on the track, I just put that down there and it'll be all one piece. And then when I'm finished, lift it off and put it under the track. and then straight back to slotcar track. Now you won't get these little beads of styrofoam, it's only when you're cutting. Once I put plaster on this and paint it, it'll be similar to those. Now the paint will wear off these. I'll show you over here. When you're crawling, you know, you'll chip the paint. So what I do is I make up a bit of extra paint. You see paint chips here and there and everywhere. And just throw a dab of paint on it. It's going to chip. It's okay. It's not a big deal. You know, I have a bit of paint ready to just throw on every now and again. So that's what I'm up to. So that'll be my first add-on crawler hill. Now when I have this one ready, I'll paint these two of them with the one batch of paint so they'll match. Of course, I'm not finished it yet. I want to do a few little things like this. Stick this on just to make it, add another little piece on. You know, you don't want anything to be too easy. So that's why you keep all your off cuttings. You never know what you might use them for. Keep your off cuttings for future little pieces you want to put on. You know, that's a little piece there. Now, I could put that there, possibly. Put that somewhere like that, just to give a little bit more of an element to there. I'll think about that as I go. You know, no problem. You can do what you like. You have the freedom to do what you want to do. So that's what I'm up to, just to show you. I'm going to continue this. I'm going to put a few little interesting pieces. You don't want that completely flat. It's not marble, you know what I mean? It's going to be, so you got to, you know, break off some little pieces and small pieces, smaller than this, little pieces like that, and just glue them down and just, you know, make some rocks sort of here and here. Don't have it too easy. Keep it interesting, keep it difficult. Okay. That's it for today's post. Just a quick one to show you how I'm starting to do this particular crawler hill on my slotcar track.